What's up, guys? Today we're going to figure out how to build an Alexa skill. Bear with me because I've only done this once or twice and I'm not super familiar with it yet. So hang in there and let's figure out how to do this thing, huh? All right. So to build an Alexa skill, before I even really get into it, I think it's huge. I should take these glasses off or else you're going to look at my reflection. Except, oh man, light really hurts my eyes. Anyways, I am super bullish on voice. I believe that voice is a huge thing in the future, and why not take a chance on it now and maybe get ahead of the curve? I mean, when you think about it, if you start a podcast now, you're one of thousands, maybe tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people already doing podcasts. If you're just jumping on Twitter, Instagram, you're competing against billions. There aren't a ton of people on voice yet. So why not take a gamble and do it as an entrepreneur? So let's hop in to start voice. And I think I'm going to put these glasses back on. I'm sorry, guys. But start voice, we're going to do a couple things. Number one, you need to make an account under Alexa Developer. And I already have an account, so I don't know if it's going to sign in automatically here. It does not. So essentially, you're going to make an account. Oh, I am signed in. But you're going to make an account on Alexa Developer. It's free. And you can see here the URL, developer.amazon.com/Alexa. So you're going to make an account there. It's free. You're also going to go to Alexa Web Services. And you will also make a free account there. So it's important to make a account on both of these services. Sorry, the computer is a little slow, / that was the wrong one. Alexa Web Services. And as you can tell, I just wanted to pull this up. I don't know why I decided I wanted to pull this up, but you can see this is kind of an example of how your skills will show up. So you'll be able to see all of your stuff on here. This is Gary Vee's. I just pulled his up because he's kind of bullish on the whole voice thing as well. So that's how your skills will show. And now I should probably get to the web services if I can find it. I don't know why that would be the first thing up there, guys. So this is very exciting. I am learning how to find the web services, and I am failing significantly. Web services, Alexa. Oh, why did I say Alexa, huh? Should be Amazon Web Services. That was foolish of me, guys. There you go. Now you won't make the same mistake as I do because, well, I am not very smart. But as an entrepreneur, I'm trying to teach you as I go. So you'll get an Amazon Web Services account. You will sign in, and my internet is kind of slow for some reason, which is very confusing. So let's get started. So once you're signed into your web services, not your web services, your developer. So go back to your developer.amazon, and you're going to go to skill builders. Now, once you're here, you're going to want to start a skill, because what you want to create is a skill for Amazon Alexa. So the first thing you're going to do is you're actually going to go and create a skill. Pretty simple here. Pick a skill name. Now, I'm actually going to build a skill right now through this video so you guys can follow along. So the skill that I'm going to create is GoMahi.com. What should I do? Innovation. With daily innovation quotes. And after you pick your skill name, you can pick what language. You can pick anything, English, UK, German, whatever else. We're going to go with the US right now because I am in the US. And then you have all these options. You can choose a model to add your skill. So you can do a flash briefing, smart home video, baby activity meetings, and you can find what that means. You can look it up more. And you can also choose a method to host. I am going to go with custom, and I'm going to let it be provision your own, and I am going to create a skill. So once I create a skill, I'm actually going to use a template they've already made for me. So these are already created templates. So they actually already have the code created for these. I'm going to make a fact skill. So essentially it just allows you to create a bunch of interesting facts and people can call for them through their Alexa. So I'm going with fact skill. I would recommend doing that as well because that code will already be created for you. And once I do that, as you can see, it says update the default invocation name provided by the template. So I guess we will see what that is and see that when you created that template and you click that template, it actually already auto-filled it with space facts. And I don't think you're currently doing space facts. So retype in what you're creating. Now, you saw at the beginning that I named it gomahi.com. Now, when you think about it, gomahi.com, you have to think about how it's spoken. So in Alexa terms, you actually have to say go mahi, go space mahi .com. What I did there, I actually spelt out the dot because when somebody says it, they're actually saying gomahi.com daily innovation quotes. It'll be daily innovation quote or quotes plural. We'll go with plural. So once I do that, I'm going to build the model. So this will take a few seconds. So while it's building the model and it's kind of creating it for us right now, we're going to go to the intents and get new fact intent. So essentially what these are, it is the calls. So when you call like to the Alexa, a space fact or a business fact or whatever it may be, Alexa, tell me a business fact. Whatever those things are, you're going to find it here, sample utterances. So you're going to want to try to come up with as many as you can when you do this. It's a little challenging, and make sure you go through it to make sure you get rid of all the ones that have been pre-created for you that don't fit. And then make sure you add some. So like I'm going to go with opengomahi.com daily innovation quotes. I'm going to do startgomahi.com daily innovation quotes. I could have copy pasted. I'm going to, I can do findgomahi.com. I can do tell. I can do say. So those are just some examples of things that I can do. And once we do that, we will also push build. So while it's building, we're going to go down and we're going to check the interfaces. And the interfaces allow you to do audio player, do video stuff, but we're not actually doing anything with audio or video right now. We're just doing written skills. So the next important thing is once it is built, and we'll find out if it is, it's still building. We're going to go to the part where it says endpoint. And the endpoint here is essentially going to allow this title and code to connect to a server. So what we have to do here is we have to copy this skill ID to your clipboard. So You just copied it. And now we're going to go to the AWS Web Manager. So once you've actually logged into Amazon Web Services, you're going to be brought to this page right here, the AWS Management Console. And what we're going to look up is Lambda. And I don't even know if that's how you say it. I'm not going to pretend I know how to say it. I just know that's what it is. So look that up. And once you do that, you are going to create a function. So whatever function you choose to create, you can do from scratch, but I'm going to use a blueprint because I want to use the same blueprint I was using over on the developer page. So I'm going to look up Alexa. And when you look up Alexa, the first thing that comes up is this fact skill, and that is the one you want to pick right here. And that will give you the basic code. So once you have the basic code, you're going to want to put in your function name. It's not hugely important, but what I'm going to do is my function name is going to be GoMahi /innovation. Then you have to pick an existing role. If you don't have an existing role, create one, and it will just take you to a creation of an existing role. I already have one, so it's not letting me do that. So I'm going to use an existing role, and I will pick the one role that I have created. And then, here we go. And then I am going to, sure, got everything there. I'm going to create the function. We'll give it a quick second. Congratulations, you created a function. And at this point, I will have all the code here that I can edit. But before I edit it, remember that code over here that you copied, this your skill ID? You're going to take that and you're going to click your Alexa skill kit. And essentially it's going to direct it there. And when you click your Alexa skill kit, you're going to paste your code right here. And you're going to add it. Now, when I did this the first time, the Alexa skills kit did not show up on the left. And the reason being, I guess the Alexa skills kit isn't supported if you have Ohio as your location. So it may auto-populate this corner with Ohio. I would make sure to switch over to Virginia or California. I don't really think it matters where you're at. I picked Virginia and it allowed me to actually fill in the skills kit, which was nice. So once you have the skills kit filled in, go back right here. You're going to click this, your little name up here. And below you're going to find all of this code. So right here in the constant data, this is where you're going to put in your facts or your quotes. So you're going to do one line at a time. You're going to put in all your code. And once you add in all that code, you're going to push save. So for me, here's an example. I'm going to just start now. I am going to go to my social media for our company page. And I'm going to look up gomahi.com, click it. And here we have a list of quotes that we have created. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete one line at a time and type in the quote. So all of this requires hint. I just realized some of these quotes are really long, so I'm actually not going to finish that right now. Another thing that's really important, your skill name. So if I go back here and I go to my invocation, that's actually my skill name right here. So I'm going to copy, paste that right in here to my skill name. And then it says here, can you tell me a space fact? And I'm going to change that to tell me a gomahi.com daily innovation quote. So once you've filled in those two things, push save. And once you save it, you're going to go to the top here and you're going to copy this ARN. So it's going to copy this code here and you're going to go back to your developer case and go to your endpoint and you're going to post that code right in there. Now, once you have done that, make sure you save your endpoints and this should be working. So to test it, you're going to go to the test page and you're going to write in one of your intents. So you're going to have to disable, go into development mode, and you're going to be able to either say something by clicking the mic, or you can just type it in. I will type in by saying open gomahi.com daily innovation quotes to see if it worked. Put enter and we will see if the code works.
Here's your fact. Venus rotates counterclockwise, possibly because of a collision in the past with an asteroid.
So I don't know if you heard that because it was insanely loud in my ears. Freaked me out a little bit. It's displaying the facts that I already have in there, or that it populated already, because I did not delete. As you can see, if I look at the code, I didn't delete all of the space facts, but it is proving that it is linked to my code and it's linked properly. So when you make a call to any of the intents that you wrote in the build section, it will actually say your quotes, which is pretty cool. So before you actually submit it, because every skill requires you to submit with Amazon or Alexa to get it approved, you're going to create a one-sentence description. Just populate that. You're going to create a long explanation. This explanation is awesome. And down here, you're going to add like little sample phrases, and we kind of did that in the intent. So here we go. And then you're going to add a couple of images. So you're going to add an image that's 108 by 108 pixels and an image that's 512 by 512 pixels. You're also going to pick a category. My category is business. And then you'll pick some keywords if you want, a privacy policy URL if you want, terms of use policy if you want. And you will then push save and continue. Does the skill allow users to make purchases? No, not for this, because we did a simple skill. Does this Alexa skill collect users' personal information? No, it does not. Is this skill directed to, or does it target children? You will have to be honest there. Mine does not. Does this skill contain advertising? Mine does not. And yes, we export compliance. It makes you do testing instructions. I have never really had testing instructions, so I've just said I do not have any special testing instructions. It requires you to say something in this category, so push save and continue. And obviously I've missed some stuff, but when you have finished all of your distribution process, you're going to go to certification and you're going to try to validate it. So for example, it will run through it and tell you the couple of errors that you need to fix. As you can see, I didn't answer some of the questions in the distribution portion, so I'll have to go back and fix those before I run it and ultimately submit it for review. They usually approve things roughly 3 to 8 hours after you validate it and after you submit it. And if they disapprove it, they let you know what went wrong and what you need to change, and you can make changes and resubmit. So essentially, that's how you create an Alexa skill. It's pretty easy, and I encourage you to do it. That is a for sure. So do it. Let me know, or really let us know over at EE if you have any questions, and we can try to figure it out for you. Thanks for joining us on this episode of EE Business Hack.